In Washington, on June 6, a divided Supreme Court ruled that Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, could have full access to the data of millions of Americans maintained by the U.S. Social Security Administration. This decision came after the court paused a judge's order that had blocked DOGE from immediately accessing this extensive data, which includes Social Security numbers, medical and mental health information, tax return details, and citizenship records. The court's 3 liberal justices, Sonia Sotomayor, Elena Kagan, and Ketanji Brown Jackson, disagreed with the decision. Justice Jackson expressed concern in her dissent, joined by Justice Sotomayor, stating that the government's urgency to grant DOGE access was not justified by any emergency need, but rather by impatience with the legal process. Jackson criticized the court for what she perceived as preferential treatment for the administration. She argued that while other applicants must provide substantial reasons to challenge lower court orders, the government seemed to receive relief with minimal justification. The majority of the court, in a brief and unsigned decision, stated that access was warranted because the courts would likely decide in favor of DOGE eventually. They argued that delaying access would hinder the administration's reorganization efforts and not serve the public interest. Previously, in March, U.S. District Judge Elon Lipton-Hollander of Maryland had limited DOGE's access to this information, describing DOGE's actions as a fishing expedition based on mere suspicion. The administration contended that Judge Hollander had overstepped by viewing DOGE staffers as intruders rather than employees aiming to modernize technology and reduce waste within the agency. Solicitor General John Sauer argued before the Supreme Court that district courts should not use the Privacy Act to impose their views on government needs over those of the president and agency leaders. DOGE has been seeking access to various agencies as part of its mission to identify wasteful spending and overhaul federal government operations. Elon Musk has previously claimed, without evidence, that millions of deceased Americans